Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton, and welcome to my match reaction to Newcastle 1, Everton 2. Everton make it 2 wins out of 2 under Carlo Ancelotti with what is only our second away win of the season, to make it a very Merry Christmas for Everton indeed. It was a near perfect away display from Everton today, I think. Even though we were the away side, I thought we played better today than we actually did against Burnley at Goodison in the last game. I think we were equally as dominant as we were in that game, but I thought we did it with a bit more finesse today. I thought we looked a bit more composed, and perhaps that indicates that Carlo has got a bit more time under his belt now to get his ideas across to the team. But it certainly showed. It was by far, in my opinion, the most cohesive we've looked away from home all season, if not the last 2 seasons. Certainly since Marco Silva came in, so that's very, very pleasing indeed. Both of the goals again came from that man. Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored a brace to take his total for the season to double figures in all competitions, which is fantastic stuff given that we were going into this campaign with a lot of question marks hanging over whether or not Dom would ever really deliver an adequate goal return. Well, we've reached near enough the halfway point of the season, maybe a little bit further on than that, and he's reached 10 goals, which is very promising indeed, and long may that continue for us, for his, ours and Carlo's sake. Shout out as well to Richarlison, who's actually turned into a bit of the unsung hero in that respect up front. He set up the second for Calvert-Lewin today, but other than that, I thought his contribution was very much defensive as well as going forward. The last 2 games have actually painted Richie as the sort of supporting striker almost, which of course he is still probably our best finisher, but it doesn't surprise me that he's capable of putting in these kind of defensive displays, as he once again combined his clear skill with hard graft, and that really helped us on our way today. I have to give shouts out to some of the more maligned players in our team who do have their critics, the likes of Sigurdsson, Davis, and the substitute Fabian Delphi, who I thought come on and really helped us regain control and composure after they equalised today. That really helped us regain a foothold and helped us on to getting that second goal, which ultimately won us the game. Thought all 3 of those guys had good games in the middle, as did Mason Holgate again, who continues to be excellent in defence. I've said regularly in the last couple of weeks that I think Mason Holgate has been our player of the season so far, and today again he put in a great performance. But for me, the biggest shout out here has to go to Jordan Pickford. Not because he was our best player, I thought he was upstaged by many in that respect, but for him to come here today off the back of that disastrous display he put in this fixture last year, and he put in an almost flawless performance today, Pickford, I thought. He pretty much silenced the Geordies, who obviously came to St James's Park today with that game in their minds, trying to get in his head, but I thought he dealt with it really, really well today. Also, in a week where many people have got on his back, maybe for sinking those Jaeger bombs at the Dart with Michael Keane, and of course a few other little antics that he's sort of served up in the past, maybe the pub incident, and there's been a couple of things where we've thought maybe he needs to get a grip. But today I thought we saw him quell the critics he has within our own fan base as much as he quelled the critics that obviously come from outside of Everton. And I hope really more than anything today is an indicator that Jordan Pickford's beginning to mature a little bit, because if he is doing, that can only be a benefit to Everton, especially if he plays like this more regularly. I thought he's been a little bit off the pace this season. He hasn't had his best season so far, but today was an indicator of what a good goalkeeper we have got. So hopefully it's onwards and upwards for Jordan Pickford from here on in, and hopefully Ancelotti can help him on his way. But of course, the big thing today is the win. We've got 2 out of 2 now under Ancelotti, like I say. Let's not forget that Newcastle also had only lost once at home before this game all season, so it's a very hard place to come and win, and we've gone and done it. Better still, it was a win that has actually taken us back into the top half for the first time since September, at least for the time being. So again, it's hopefully a case of onwards and upwards for Everton. But for the time being, let's enjoy the present. Let's toast 2 wins on the bounce. Newcastle 1, Everton 2. As always, guys, be sure to let us know your opinions on the game. Drop us the comment below. Give the video a like. Give the channel a subscribe. And until next time, thank you guys for watching on the Toffee Blues.